This is Tokyo. Over 10 million people make it the world's largest, most densely crowded, most rapidly growing city. Heart of the economic miracle which has made Japan the only modern nation outside the West. Since 1952, Japan's national income has tripled. Her industrial production and industrial exports are 5 times what they were. No nation has ever before achieved such a phenomenal rate of growth. This is perhaps the most extraordinary success story in all recorded economic history. A story of Japan and a miracle in Asia. Tokyo by night, a blaze of light, more neon signs than any city in the world, more movie theaters, more cafes, traditional Kabuki theater plays to eager thousands, bent on diversion. Entertainment and leisure activities boom as never before. Television covers the nation. By night and by day, Tokyo is an appalling jam, choked with people and vehicles. The number of cars and trucks increases by thousands each month, and still there are not nearly enough to satisfy the demand. Major traffic jams of 2 and 3 hours occur daily. Tokyo is a jumble of signs and shops, inadequate streets with no names. wooden houses packed tightly together with meaningless numbers or none at all. Housing of all kinds in acutely short supply. Department stores, smart shops. Fashions appear on the Ginza in Tokyo the same day they do in Paris or New York. Anything in all the world you may wish to buy is here. More books are published, sold, and read per capita in Japan than in any other country. New buildings rise wherever land can be found to build them on. The city pushes upward and outward, growing wildly, space becoming more and more precious each day. On trains which carry 3 times their capacity, commuters travel farther and farther. Many spend 5 and 6 hours a day going back and forth to work. The overworked Japanese railways are marvels of efficiency. Super express trains travel up to 156 miles per hour. A park, an island of serenity amidst the clamor of the city. Silent stones huddle in memory of crowds departed. The Imperial Palace grounds in the heart of Tokyo, home of a constitutional emperor. The Diet, government buildings. Tokyo is the capital of a democratic nation, firmly committed to a system of free enterprise and thoroughly aware of its benefits. The vast Tokyo-Yokohama industrial complex accounts for 30% of the nation's industrial output. The important industrial centers of Japan are all located near the sea for rapid handling of exports and imports. Scarce in natural resources, Japan must import most of the materials needed by industry. The Awata Maru has just dropped anchor in Yokohama Harbor. Aboard, a cargo of chemicals from San Francisco. Akito Nishimura is worried. His son Hiroshi is worried. An impatient customer, a textile manufacturer, needs these chemicals today, or a factory must shut down for want of raw materials. Go out to the ship. Arrange to discharge cargo now instead of tomorrow as scheduled. Try to do in a day what would normally take 3. Akito Nishimura works for one of Japan's giant trading companies, which import raw materials from all over the world and export manufactured goods in exchange. Hiroshi spends time learning the trading business when he's not in school. Trade is the lifeblood of Japan, the indispensable heart of the economy. If Japan could not trade with other nations, her economy would collapse and her people could not live. It is the cargoes of vessels like the Awata Maru which have built modern Japan. Check the manifest. See how much can be unloaded and delivered before nightfall. Problems like those faced by Akito Nishimura are commonplace in a nation almost completely dependent on other countries for the raw materials necessary to feed her industries. A textile mill manufacturing synthetic fabrics can stay open because basic chemicals from America arrived on time. Unload the iron ore from India, the scrap from the United States, coal from Australia. Get the materials quickly from ship to mill. Make steel. Steel, the backbone of Japanese industry. Symbol of the radical shift from light to heavy industry since the war. Steel, Japan's #1 export, replacing cotton textiles. Japan is now the world's 4th largest steel producer, despite the fact that she has practically none of the raw materials from which steel is made. Steel for buildings and bridges